stadiums like this. And if CAF will come and reject some of our stadiums, it's a big shame on the president. He should bow his head in shame.
It's an indictment.
If these things are happening.
Not just on the president, but on Ghana football as a whole.
Even the president of the country.
Yeah, it's an indictment to everybody.
You know?
It really is.
My God.
It really is. But usually those in charge of the stadium are the National Sports Authority because they handle the stadiums. And I mean, it's a very big indictment on them, first of all, because they are supposed to be maintaining the pitch. You see, when you go abroad, right, and you look at the kind of stadiums they have, now they just don't leave it like that when they play a football match. They water it. I remember going to last year, I remember going to this academy. That is around Akosombo, Right to Dream.
Right, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, one particular morning I went there to, see how it was like. And he had set up some irrigation system early in the morning. And it was just watering the pitch. And the pitch looked marvelous. There were like 6, 7, 8 pitches there. And they all looked so beautiful. And they all had that irrigation, machine that was just...
just
sprinkling the water on it till it gets to a level where they decide to stop it. I mean, that kind of thing we don't really see
Jesus Christ
these days.
Well, we hope that things will change one day, maybe if we are not dead and gone. But then what is happening in Mepe? I learned Mepe FC, women something.
Mepe ladies.
Mepe ladies. Now the whole place is flooded. Man-made disaster. And they are struggling to even train. I saw that some of their panties were hanging somewhere.
You saw it.
I saw it was.
Yeah.
Excuse my language. It was very nasty.
Really.
You were there.
Really, yes.
Brief us. Tell us what happened.
So what really led me there was, I mean, of course, the Akosombo Dam spillage. I mean, affected a number of communities around the Volta region.
All right.
And then I started making calls. To find out which clubs were affected, and my attention was drawn to Mepe ladies, basically, and then I was given a contact to call, and so he started explaining the conditions, and when I started hearing them, I became sad, because one, clubs usually need jerseys, need footballs, need cones that they use to train. They need a number of things that they use to train and play matches, and he mentioned that a lot of these things were gone missing after the flood. They were carried away by the water. And also the mention of the fact that they can't train anymore for a number of reasons. One, the training pitch that they used to train on a lot of the time, that is in Mepe RC Primary School.
Oh yeah, I know that very well.
Now it's used as an evacuation center because a lot of the people who are affected by the spillage now go and live there. You see,
that's their safe haven.
Yeah, the safe haven. They now live in the classrooms. Yeah. I mean, they gather there for people who want to donate there, and so it's virtually impossible for anyone who wants to train there to train there.
My God.
And also the girls that are supposed to be around to train, I mean, they have been affected. They've left. A lot of them have left.
Most of them are now hiding in Ashaiman.
Exactly. The ones who are left there in the community are scared to go there to train, because the parents will tell them, Charlie,
the place is not too good.
Yeah, it's not safe. It's not safe anymore. The whole place is not safe, so you can't go and train. And so when I made the trip there, I mean, I was saddened by what I saw. Having to sit in canoes to move around the place because the place was flooded. Even though the water had reduced as compared to
how it was,
yeah, it still hasn't.
Still a disaster.
It's still a disaster.
It's going to take a very long time.
Yeah,
for them to come back.
Yeah, it's going to take them a long time.
I'm sure that is going to destroy the quality of play.
Very much, because for any team you need practice. You need a lot of training to get to a level where you want to get to. And the last time they actually trained was in July. And they have a league this month. July. That's when the season ended. And so they had to go on break, and the league and the new league is supposed to start this month. This month. And they haven't had preseason training because of the most painful part was when I was speaking to the coach, he mentioned to me that he had planned with the girls. He had mentioned to the girls that, the first preseason game is on Friday. Now, the flooding affected Mepe on Wednesday.
Jesus.
Just 2 days before.
But can they travel to Bato? Bato is not too far. They can do jogging from Mepe to Bato.
So the thing
is, train opposite the, how do they call it, the Komboni Hospital. Sorry, is it the Komboni Hospital? In Bato?
Yeah, in Bato. Yeah. So the thing is, when I mentioned to the CEO, I asked her about moving to another place. She said financially.
Oh.
Financially.
I know the place so well.
Financially.
Where is she going to sell cassava and then finance them? Where is she going to sell her rice and finance them?
That's the thing. She was also affected personally.
Oh.
Big time.
Oh.
Big time. She showed me videos and photos of what happened to her house. And she usually doesn't live there in Mepe. Okay. She lives outside Mepe. So when it happened, I mean, she has an overseer of the house. When it happened, the overseer had to call her immediately and give her updates. By the time she came, TV destroyed, fridge destroyed, a lot of things destroyed and gone. And so she personally, I mean, she has to first sort out that before even the club.
Reaching out to the club.
Before even the club.
It's sad.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this very, very important question. Do you think it is because we give out our stadiums to artists to perform and any other thing? These are some of the reasons why the pitches are not of that standard.
The thing is, you can't give out stadiums to people to perform. It's how you set up the stadium. Because, mind you, for example, Tottenham's new stadium.
All right.
It's a multi-purpose stadium.
Okay.
It can be used for concerts.
Oh, okay.
It can be used for a rugby match.
God have mercy.
And they've set it in such a way that it can. And it will still be fine.
But Accra Sports Stadium,
yes,
it's for small pools.
That's the thing. So even if you give out, I mean, of course you need revenue. NSA needs revenue because NSA probably gets a cut if a musician comes
gate proceeds and
stuff. If a musician comes in and wants to perform at a stadium, but the thing is you have to set up in such a way that even if after performance is done, you can get the stadium back to a level where it can be gotten back. I remember there was a time in December or so where one artist came to perform, I believe at the Accra Sports Stadium, and after that they couldn't use it for some time.
Yes, was it Shatawale?
I believe it was Shatawale.
Yeah. And there was a time, is it Wizkid? He also came and then and they couldn't. And right now Shatawale and Stonebwoy were struggling to use it.
They're now struggling to use. I believe it's the Accra Sports Stadium.
Okay, so when we make all these monies from the proceeds, can't we use the same money to maintain?
That is the thing.
Where's the money?
They should.
Where is the money?
The thing is, they should.
I think
it is their mandate.
The sports decks, you should go deep into these. Let's check out the account. What is happening?
Yeah, it's really, to be honest, it's really their mandate because they are getting proceeds. And it's not just for performances because even in matches, most of the clubs in the Ghana Premier League do not own the stadiums. Asante Kotoko don't own Baba Yara Sports Stadium. It's for the government. Hearts of Folk don't own the Accra Sports Stadium that they use so many times.
All right.
It's for the government.
The government.
NSA overseas. So any gate proceeds, they give part of it to the NSA.
All right. Let me ask 2 questions. Then we wrap up on this quickly. Then no thing will be coming. Now, Mediama and then Dreams FC. They've been rejected. Yeah. They've been sacked by force. What is next? Where are they going to use? What stadium are they going to use now?
Now they have to use the Baba Yara Sports Stadium.
Baba Yara Sports Stadium.
Yes, because now it now seems like the stadium that is fit for every single match. Even the Black Stars are going to use it in November during their World Cup qualifier that they are going to play their first game against Madagascar later this month. And so that seems like the only option that Mediama and Dreams have. Hopefully they can put it to good use and get wins because already their groups are tough, especially that of Mediama. Because
is it going to be an advantage or disadvantage to them?
So the thing is, when you have your own stadium in your own community, it's easier to convince a fan to come there. Oh,
okay. So now it's going to be very difficult.
That is why Mediama wanted that TNA pack.
All right.
Because that's in Takwa. That's their base. That's their zone.
Okay.
Fans will easily come and watch. And when the fan is behind you,
that's support base.
Yeah, that gives
feel to play.
That gives confidence to the players to really play well.
I don't understand why the Black Stars they don't perform when they go outside. Because my best player who I'll forever support, who is better than Messi and Ronaldo.
Hey, who's that?
It's Jordan Ayew.
Wow.
I don't care how you feel about it.
Really?
Yes.
I'm surprised.
I will go heaven and earth.
I thought you mentioned Kudus. I would understand to a bit.
Kudus is there. I love him. I don't hate him.
Yeah.
I love him so much.
Why do you love?
For me,
why do you love Jordan?
For me, you know why I love Jordan?
Why?
Because everybody is insulting Jordan. One man, I love Jordan. I don't care the number of times people insult him.
You decide to go the different way.
A different way.
Yeah,
you can
I love
insult Jordan. Like my boss, McAfee. Anytime I post Jordan's picture, he will insult me. I will support Jordan even to the grave. Jordan all the way. But then House of Folk, Kotoko, those days, that spirit, that euphoria around them, no more there. How can we build that team spirit and that support for them? Last question, so that we wrap up.
It's a very detailed thing. Because I mean, there's this realization. First of all, both teams are the biggest teams, arguably, in Ghana football clubs, and these two teams have competed in the topmost competitions in Africa and won them.
Okay.
Kotoko have won the CAF Champions League before. Hearts of Folk won it in 2000 when they did a treble also. And so those two teams have that prestige in African football. But you do know that this new tournament that the CAF brought up, the African Football League, those two teams are not there. Hearts of Folk and Kotoko are not there. And these are the two teams that have prestige in African football. They are supposed to be like a pace setter. They are supposed to be the ones you consult when it comes to these competitions. But now the football, the quality has gone down so bad.
They don't have quality players.
I mean,
or management.
The quality players that they used to churn out, they will sell a lot of them. And pumping back the money
for new ones
is now a problem.
Difficult.
It's now a problem. I mean, if for me, I see these two big clubs and I look back and I see they don't have a stadium they own. That's an indictment on the two clubs. Is it not?
No investor will even invest.
It's a very big indictment. Those two clubs at this particular point in time should have their own stadiums.
Thank you.
They should.
Thank you so much. Bill, I'm so grateful. You passed by the studios to explain this to us. Dito. These are the people that when they teach you in school, you get up. Who are you to go and fail? You are supposed to win. He has everything in the head. He's not reading from the phone. You understand? Well, I appreciate you. Thanks so very much for passing through. And then we leave it here maybe another day.
Yeah, sure.
And then we can strike more on that.
Yeah.
All right. My name is Blakk Kobby. We're going to be ushering in the nose team very, very, very shortly. It is Ghana's #1. This is the Urban Blend. The Urban Blend. We blend it with everything as it's supposed to be. Yeah, man. We're so on the taxi jam. We're still giving you the best. And big up going out to you, Michael, from the digital department. I see you, my brethren. Thanks so much.